Well, welcome today, dear YouTubers. Today is the World Day of the African Writer, so we take that opportunity to wish each and every one of you a wonderful celebration of the World Day of the African Writer. And this year, His Holiness Cardinal Bernardin GANTIN, we did not have a local event for the World Day of the African Writer. The next World Day of the African Writer in Calgary will be held on in 2028. So until then, we will be celebrating in different ways the World Day of the African Writer. And today I have with me our newest writer. So His Holiness Cardinal Bernardin GANTIN publication is truly honored to have our first writer, second writer, because I'm a writer too, signed to the company, but our newest African writer, my own mother, my own mother. And she came to Canada in 1995. 94. I came in 95. And she's a true Beninoise-Canadian. And she has dissected the educational system here from head to toes. She did a master's, and then she did a PhD, and she went back, she did an education, a bachelor in education and postdoc. I don't know what degree in Canada she doesn't have, but she has dived into the education system in many, many, many ways over the years. She has had a day home. She has worked in high schools. She has as a substitute. She's done lots of things. And now these days she started her own academy online. After being a mobile teacher for many years. So today we have truly the honor and the privilege for her to tell us few things a little bit. I'm sure we can say many things about her. So I will let her introduce herself as well and tell us few things uh, about what it means to be someone from Benin in Canada, and introduce herself whichever way she wants to tell us. As
Yes, is Leocadie KOSSOU, PhD. As Fanny had just said, when I come to Canada, my only way to do anything is to go to school. But why that? It may be funny for you because my mother had been talking about education every day before she died. And for her, my first husband is my degree. And every single day she will come crying and say, you know that your first husband is your degree. So I can't forget that. I can't. When I begin to search for opportunity to go out and have scholarship. To summarize, I just come to Canada. And when I come to Canada, it was not easy from the beginning. And I did my master in policy analysis. And I chose school policy to go in foundation practice of education, in faculty of education in Quebec City to do my PhD. All those things, master is in Quebec City, Université Laval, My PhD is in Quebec City, also in at university level. And I really, really like education because anytime I think about my mother, is education. There is no way for me to do other things. And I'm so proud to finish my PhD and take my thesis book and go and show her and say, Mama, this is the result of my first husband. He said, what? She already forget all that. And I give her my thesis. He said, but I never read. What is that? I say, it's you who saw in me education from grade one till the end of your life. And why I'm talking about my mom, my thesis subject is gender and education. How opportunity women have as a man to go to school in Africa. In Africa. And we can see that even coming from my family, men have priority to go to school and the women are supposed just to get married.
So indeed, talking about that, you had mentioned to me once a story about grandpapa who, when you reach a certain age as young girls, he told my grandmother. So the book that we are going to be working on, it's about my grandmother, and it is called Maman, je comprends, Mom, I understand. So it will be a bilingual poetry book, and if you've never seen it, if you were on the company's page, you would have seen that we tagged you on her performance, her press performance at in our parish actually a few years ago when I was when I was involved in the art, in charge of the art ministry. So you had told me that grandpapa came to your mother, my grandmother, and said, the girls have reached the age to get married. Let's just marry them. And my grandmother, being from another area, told him, me, where I'm from in Benin, she's from
Portuguese.
She's from the Empire of Vida, and it's like she's a mix of Brazilian and Brazilian, yeah,
And
Portuguese ancestry, but anyway, Brazilian, Beninoise, and for them, education is a priority. Uh, so we are descended from through her from returning freed slaves who came and married back in the land, and who are still coming up to these days, Afro Brazilian. So and grandpapa, and she told grandpapa, absolutely not. The girls are going to go to school, and he had taken you out of school, and your director, the director of your school, who happens to be your aunt, saw you while you were selling stuff on the street, because my grandmother was a businesswoman. So all the everyone was cooking, was selling, was helping her. Uh, and what happens when you met your aunt, who
that
was the
is the
director of the
best
school?
story of my life.
And by the
And
way, you
that
can have
is,
your tea. You can join us with tea. It's one of the finest Ghanaian cups.
thank you very much. This is my best story. My mom used to cook herself donut, or how can we call it, with corn flour, kle kle in my language. And every day before we go to school, we have to go and see worker, the people who are supposed to go in the farm to work, when they see us, they will buy and put in the things to eat when they will be there. And one day, when we were in a Catholic school, and my father, the first argument, he's a retired. The second one, he didn't have any more money to pay school, and he gave priority to the boys of the house. And we were happy because they throw us away from the school, Catholic school. And one morning, as Fanny had just said, I was going to school, I was going to sell my thing, and I saw my auntie, who is from Syria, same area of like my mother. And she said, "Where you going? What, you don't go to school today?" And I say, "No, daddy doesn't have money anymore, and we're not going to school anymore, and I'm going to sell." He say, "What? Tell your mom to come and see me with you when you finish to sell your thing." Oh my God. I'm already at home and I'm so happy. And my auntie want to bring me back to school. As a lady, lazy, as poor, as any argument I can say, oh, I don't want to go back to school again. I'm happy to sell my things. And then when I came home, and I tell my mother, your sister, my auntie, want to see us. Why now? And then when my mama brought me to the school, she is the director of girls school in Benin Republic, in the area we call Ajong. And when she saw me, she said, what happened? They're not going to school anymore. He said, no, they're at home and I can't pay anything. And my auntie said, her name is Kenom Claire. And she said, I want to see all of you come to school tomorrow. Ah, I'm twin. Plus other sister that I have, all of us in the next day, we went back to school. I owe all my life in education to my mother and his family. Is when I finished the primary school, I went to do the secondary school in another country, and progressively is like that I finished as I finished my master in Benin in
So since you're mentioning it, why don't you tell us more about it? Like when you finished
my master.
your before to get your bachelor, you decided to go to Niger. Was it Niger or Mali that you went to first and foremost?
Yes, because when I finished, I went to my exam in Benin. The first time I just fell.
Ah.
And when I fell, as I really want to have my degree,
your bachelor degree. So it's a different educational system in Benin,
yeah,
but it's similar. It's more close to the educational system in France, but there is a national exam that has to be written when a student uh, finish the bachelor degree. So the comparison it's not done the same way we get the bachelor degree here. It's a little bit different. So the bachelor degree here will be equivalent to the bachelor degree in Benin plus maybe 3 years or something like that.
Yes. So when I fell, I just take my way like adventure. And as I'm poor, I'm sorry, I just take my way, and I don't know how to go to Niger. And I saw a truck driver, and I asked the truck driver, "Where you going?" He said, "I'm going to pass through the whole Benin, and I will be in Niger." I said, "Okay, I can follow you, but I don't have." I don't say that. I just we spend 3 days before we go to Niger. And when we get to Niger, the guy asked me, "Where am I going to drop you?" I say, "I don't have anywhere, but I can go to the friend of one of my um, somebody I know in Benin is working in bank." And I went to the bank.
But there was a lady who was in that bus that was in Niger, right? Or that was
Yes,
in Mali.
I know you want to talk about Mali. And the Niger, I went to see a, the guy who is a friend of one of my friends in Benin. And I just go there and I say, "I come in adventure. I don't know where to stay. And I have to pass my exam." He said, "Whoa, okay, you can stay with us here," because he knows my
You passed the exam in Mali or in Niger?
in Niger.
Who was
In
it?
Niger, I passed the exam, and I went back. I don't go home. I went to Mali to teach. And to go to Mali also is like an adventure. I don't have anyone. So the lady that you're talking about, I met her.
A woman who was a passenger in the bus. And Mali, by the way, is known in Africa to be a very hospitable country. They are
Yes.
the hospitality is very spoken of.
So she said, "Why don't you come with me?" I said, "Oh," and I follow the lady. And from there, as I have work opportunity to teach in the school from sixième, from grade 6, if we can say,
Mm-hmm.
till grade 4. And
Quatrième, you mean?
yes,
Sixième.
sixième,
So grade
quatrième.
6, so grade 6 to to grade 8, if you have to compare it to this educational
Okay,
system.
so it stopped at grade 4, quatrième. Quatrième. So when uh, I saw that I spent 1 year, I don't want to waste my time because I want to come in University of Abome-Canadian to begin me myself my degree, to have my master degree.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Leocadie KOSSOU. It's such an honor to be able to be part of this journey that you will start, and to see where it will to be part of your success in a different way. I would say that as your daughter, I have seen many facets of you, but as uh, as one who would be representing you and be part of your success in a different way, just as you've been part of my success in my, teens years here. It's a different angles. So, we stay tuned and look forward to this book called Maman, je comprends, Mom, I understand, a book that she's writing a poetry book that she's writing about my grandmother. Be part of the journey. And since we are here, I'd like to know, who is your favorite African writer?
Uh, to talk about the African writer, I may talk about Kwame Nkrumah
From Ghana.
from Ghana.
Mm.
Africa must be united. It's the only thing that I get in my mind. African writers that I know, many of them wrote about slavery and how we fight to get out from this slavery. And yet, I can talk about my own brothers and sisters, how they help us to show us how we must be successful. And by be talking about those people, I can say Brati Pancras, Gilbert Avodé, my big brother Germain KOSSOU, Doutetien, and Grégoire Hoto, many of them, if they are still alive today, I know many of them are still there. They show us what it means to be big brother and to be the leader and to be the leader of a family. So anything I can say when I say the title is Mom, I understand now. Wow. It's so deep. Everything, every area that she taught to me to go or to not to go, I understand why she told me that today. Maintenant, maman, je comprends maintenant.
So, and you have a favorite writer from Benin Republic, our native land?
Right,
Un écrivain béninois.
yeah, right, favorite. I will, I will still say, I will still say my big brothers, because I don't go any further more than them. No, I don't go too much. The people that I know, I can talk about um, Tijani Waidi. Those are big brother.
From Benin?
Tijani Waidi, I can say in Benin,
That's pretty good.
in Benin, uh, I know many people that are fighting. I can say Unsinu Severin. Those are people that we know because of the degree they have, because of the love they have for us, because of the education.
So I know you, um, we also here in Canada, and I know it's the world of the African writer, but we can also give a little hint. Do you have a favorite Canadian writer? Because during your studies, whether it is in your area or any other areas, in your studies, I know you have come across many writers over the years. Any favorite Canadian writer?
Canadian writer. Canadian writer. Yeah, because I study in gender and education. And at this very moment that I was going to school, my professor He's a man. And it was a big challenge for him to hear that I want to study gender and education. He said, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Was he a writer as well?
He's a PhD from American, and he's a professor.
He's a Canadian American?
He's Benino American and
Not like a Canadian.
Canadian
Among
born.
among the Okay, you had a professor from Benin?
No,
So you're a professor du Benin?
no, he's from Congo.
No, I'm speaking about a Canadian writer.
Canadian, yeah, he is my
Je parle
professor.
d'un Canadien. Parmi tous tes professeurs canadiens.
Ah, I can talk about Decaluye. Decaluye is a great economist. And by talking about that, I was thinking about one of our elders also, who was economist, and who was teaching, who was going to school. Desalier is one of my professor Canadian who inspired me a lot.
Okay.
Inspired me a lot, and
Did they write any books?
a lot,
Wow.
many,
Amazing.
many books. Even my thesis professor wrote many books on African study, African.
Thank you very much. I am truly honored to have to interview you, and I look forward to working with you as a Beninoise Canadian. It's truly exciting to see that you will be publishing a book. You continue to write. And if you want to know more about her, she has many articles on academia.edu.
Academia.edu.
Academia.edu and
Academia.edu, and you have just to write Leocadie.
edu.
Yeah, edu.
And if you are on, you can interact with her channel here. If you have questions, you can put the questions in the comments or email the questions, and we ask for the questions in the community area of her page or of our
And if you want to
company.
take
And
advantage from me, I'm doing my academy online now. If you want to learn, I will be giving Canadian Bachelor in Education.
so if you're on Facebook, you can connect to her Academy's channel as well. It's called Aquinas Academy.
And in Facebook, my name is Leo Damon.
So but this is like your private account. So for the public
yes,
for the public page, it's
Aquinas Academy Leo Damon at Gmail.
It's Aquinas Academy.
Yes.
On Facebook.
Yes.
So Facebook. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We look forward to
hearing from you.
To doing another episode number 2. So if you have any questions, put them in the community area.
Yes.
Under the video. And then we will do an episode 2 at some point throughout this journey. We will be interacting a little bit more. So today we got to know her journey in Mali. We got to know her journey in
Niger.
In Niger,
and Benin.
She will tell us a little bit more her educational journey in Benin Republic as well, and how she landed here in Canada. And I'm sure we will have some more episode. Maybe next time when we get together, we can dive a little bit better about what the journey in Niger and in Mali was like for her as as a writer. So there'll be quite a few episodes to to help us reach that journey of publication of
And
Maman, je comprends, Mom, I
also,
understand. So
also my word, I'm missionary of love. I'm a really missionary of love. And my good morning to anyone is I love you. So next time I will explain very well to you. I love you.
so thank you very much, Dr. KOSSOU.
Thank you.
And thanks to all of you, YouTubers. We will see you very soon.
Thank you.